Well, good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the Hodgins Auto Arena in Coleraine for this evening's JV matchup between Thief River Falls and Greenway. Of course, the varsity game to follow on Up North Hockey as well at 6 o'clock tonight. Usually the two games are at 5 and 7, but we have a 4 o'clock start for the JV game here this afternoon, and then a 6 o'clock start for the varsity game. Once again, it's Thief River Falls and Greenway JV coming your way next on Up North Hockey. We have about 5:40 remaining in warm-ups here. So we'll step aside, player sponsor ads, and we'll be back for the start of this one from Coleraine. The Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The Rink also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. All right, welcome back to Coleraine. We still have 1:45 remaining in warm-ups before this JV game between the Thief River Falls Prowlers and the Greenway Raiders. Just previewing the varsity game here tonight. Greenway comes into the game with a record of 5-3-2. They're coming off a victory over North Shore on Tuesday night. And then for Thief River Falls, they come into this game with a record of 4-5-1. They're coming off a loss to Roseau, 7-3. Then looking at other games around high school hockey here tonight, not many games, only 13 boys games tonight, including this one coming up here in Coleraine. Some notable games and some area games. Moorhead takes on Wayzata at 6 p.m. down at the Plymouth Ice Center. Crookston takes on Warroad at 7:30 at the Warroad Gardens. Another local game here, Bagley-Foston and Ely at 6 p.m. Then for girls hockey, there's only 14 girls games here on this Friday night. Moorhead takes on Thief River Falls at the Ralph Engelstead Arena in Thief River Falls at 7:30. Proctor Hermantown and Northern Lakes at 7 p.m. International Falls and Detroit Lakes also at 7 p.m. Like I said, only 14 girls hockey games here tonight. And after this game, tonight between Greenway and Thief River Falls, the Raiders will take on Virginia Mountain Iron Buell in their next game. That'll be next Tuesday at the Brie Coupletti Arena. And then for Thief River Falls, they will host Detroit Lakes next Saturday, not this Saturday, the 27th. Like I said, against the Detroit Lakes Lakers in that one. So the warm-ups are completed here. We'll give you your the starting goaltenders for this game momentarily. Our starting goaltenders for this week is sponsored by Iron Range Goalie Academy, serving the Arrowhead Region's Goaltenders and Camps Association clinics and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Check out Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram, starting a net for the Greenway Raiders tonight. It's going to be Ethan Abule, sophomore goaltender. Of course, Greenway only has 2 goalies throughout the program. Of course, Nathan Jurgensen is the varsity goalie, so Abule has been starting all the games for the JV games for this Greenway team. And starting goaltender for Thief River Falls is gonna have to wait a moment here. A couple of shout outs here. Dalton Phillips says he's from Thief River Falls, says go Prowlers. Greg Johnson says big game at the Snake Pit tonight. Greg also says let's go green, and says the Hodgins-Broado Arena is one of the best sheets of ice in Minnesota. Love that rink. I would have to agree with that. All these rinks on the Iron Range are very special rinks, historic rinks. So it's always good to be here in Coleraine. And then one more shout out here. Carol Clancy says good luck green. Starting a net tonight for Thief River Falls for this JV game is number, I believe that's 33, but that's not a goalie. Looks like it's actually number 35. Joshua Brzezinski starting a net for Thief River Falls. Of course, our starting goalies presented by Iron Range Goalie Academy in Coleraine. We are underway from the Snake Pit in Coleraine. I'm going to be running camera and trying to do my best to do a play-by-play for a little bit here. Randy Catron is the Greenway scores there right off the bat. Little over 30 seconds into the hockey game, Greenway strikes first here in this JV matchup. Only 14:26 remaining in period 1. Just got a message from Dalton Phillips saying it's Wade Jensen in net for Thief River Falls. Yeah, that number's hard to see on the jersey of the goaltender, so I'm really not sure who that is in net for the Prowlers. So as that goal was being scored by Greenway, I was going to say Randy will be here. Randy Catron will be here for the play-by-play call in about 20 minutes here in this JV game. He got off of work at about 3:30 or so. So he should be here in about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to run camera and kind of do a commentary for now. And he should be here soon. So we have an offside here. Stoppage of play. Face-off coming up in the neutral zone. It's again 1-0 Greenway early in this JV game. The Raiders scored. It's a little over 30 seconds into the game. Not sure who scored the goal. I couldn't hear the PA announcer here in Coleraine. Brought up by Thief River Falls. Shot off the glass. Deep into the zone by number 3, Jackson Browse. Now along the far half wall. Picked up by the Raiders. Now shot off the glass and through neutral by number 12. I believe that was number 12. Goes all the way down for an icing, and we have a stoppage of play. Face off coming up here in the Greenway zone to the right of goaltender Ambule. So again, just getting underway from the Hodgins-Brouwer Arena in Coleraine. It is 1-0 in favor of Greenway. Shot out by the Raiders, and once again it's going to go all the way down for an icing and a stoppage of play. .12:25 remaining in period 1. Still 1-0 in favor of the Raiders. Face off in the Greenway zone here. Shot back behind the net now over to the far corner. Now along the sideboards, far side. Picked up by the Raiders. And it's going to be brought in by number 11, Gino Trombley. But the Raiders are offside. Another whistle here. Thank everyone for tuning in here this afternoon. We have 30 people watching right now, and make sure to spread the word that we're streaming this JV game to friends, family, and just fans of hockey. And, of course, the varsity game here later tonight at 6 o'clock. Of course, last night on Up North Hockey, we had 2 games. Eric and I had Duluth East and Virginia at the Brie Coupoletti Arena. And in the varsity game, there's a 2-1 victory for Duluth East. Thrilling game there in Virginia. Then Randy had coverage of Duluth Marshall and Hibbing Chisholm girls hockey. That was a 3-0 victory for the Hilltoppers of Duluth. Then looking at our schedule for tomorrow, just one game, JV and varsity of Grand Rapids Greenway and Northern Tier from the IRA Civic Center girls hockey games. Those are scheduled for 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So play here in the Greenway zone, picked up by the Prowlers. Trying to put a shot on there, now intercepted by Bo Carlson. Carlson shoots it off the glass, deep into the zone. Picked up by the Prowlers now, sends it up the boards through neutral. Goes all the way down, no icing on the play, and now a battle for the deep in the Greenway zone. Picked up by Caden Carpenter, now he gets it taken away. Shot out by the Raiders into the Prowler zone. In the near corner now. Up the sideboards, backhanded in by number 15, Ethan Newman. Shot went over the net. Shot there by Greenway's number 2, Connor Thonis. All right, welcome back here. It's 1-0 in favor of Greenway with 9 minutes remaining in the first period in this JV game. Randy, our play-by-play guy here, he just showed up. So he just has to plug in his microphone quick. Then he'll do play-by-play. Shot on there by the Raiders. And a glove save by the Thief River Falls netminder there. Another shot there by the Raiders. Another save. Well, the jersey does say number 35, so I'm going to go with the goaltender, Joshua Brzezinski. In net for the Prowlers. I just got another message here saying Wade Jensen, so I guess it's Wade Jensen in net for Thief River Falls. Thank you to both people for sending those messages in. Dalton Phillip and Blake Biermeyer. We appreciate that. Still 1-0 in favor of Greenway here. We have 7:33 remaining in period 1. Now the Raiders send it all the way down, and we have an icing here. Face off in the Greenway zone to the right of Ambule. Back behind the net now, a battle for it. Kept in by the Prowlers there. Raiders trying to backhand it out now. Will be picked up by Greenway's number 18. Well, that was 19 actually. Caden Carpenter sends it all the way down for an icing. Brought up by the Raiders. Here's number 17, Keller Mitchell. Gets it poked away by the Thief River Falls defender. The Prowlers pick it up. Brought up by number 32. And there is no number 32 on my roster here. Flipped out by the Raiders to neutral and sent right back in by Thief River Falls. 5:55 remaining in period one. Still 1-0 in favor of Greenway. Of course, they got that goal about 34 seconds in here in the first period, and they still lead 1-0 over Thief River Falls. Another icing there. Face-off coming back in the Greenway zone to the left of Ambule. Got another message in here from Dalton Phillips saying number 32 is Ethan Lundstetter. Yeah, we apologize for that. These rosters don't seem to be right for Thief River Falls. Like I said, number 32 is not on my roster, and the goaltender, Wade Jensen, also is not on my roster here. Well, he is on my roster, but he has a different number than number 31. There's actually two number 31s on my roster, so everything is screwed up on the roster here in Coleraine. Well, now joining me with the play-by-play here for this for the rest of the JV game, Randy Catron got off work at about 3:30. You made it, huh?
Yeah, just made it in time here. So, so nothing like a 4 o'clock start when you work till 3:30 and you travel from Hibbing, right?
Well, yeah, that's you don't see that too often. 4 o'clock start, and of course the varsity game starting at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, used to having that. So, well, we'll just try to do the best we can with the rosters we have right now. Got 4:19 left here in period number one. Puck is just behind the Raiders' end. And I obviously have too many sheets of paper in front of me. Shot right on goaltender and saved by Ethan Ambule.
I was also going to say, welcome to the Snake Pit. Your first time here this season, obviously.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time here last year, Blake.
Yeah, we did. We saw a lot of good hockey games as well. One I remember is the Orono Greenway game last season.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was
0.5 seconds left. Was it 0.5 seconds left?
0.5, yeah. Orono
won the game.
Yeah, I was getting ready for the overtime, and then
I was too. I was getting ready. Overtime coming up, and all of a sudden, Orono scores. Right down here on this far end.
Yeah, and besides that thrill-like goal, Greenway was able to come back a couple times. It was a back-and-forth game, so that was a very entertaining game. And then also we saw the rivalry game between Grand Rapids and Greenway. Closer game last year. It was about 3-1, I believe. So, we've seen a lot of good hockey games here from last season.
Yeah, we certainly have. As the Raiders moving it in with Bo Carlson. Carlson sending it behind the net. Yeah, that Grand Rapids Greenway game, that was a special night. It was a hard game to do because there were so many people in this place, but that was certainly a fun game to be involved with. Thief River brings it to center ice, crossing, moving in, trying to move in is Alex Von Holtum. And the Raiders are going to send it around the boards, trying to get it up as the comes out to center. We get a whistle and a penalty coming up. We're at Jancic, it looks like, off on the penalty. So power play for the Raiders coming up here.
And before you got here, Greenway is up 1-0. They scored about 34 seconds into the game to make it 1-0. And it, with 2:40 remaining in period one, it's still 1-0 in favor of the Raiders.
Inner Connor Thonis in the corner, throws it behind the net, and now picked up by Isaac Dawkin. He'll send it out. And the Raiders, Davidson, tries to tip it back in. Davidson picks it up. Davidson cross-ice pass over to Dean Villeneuve.
I think it's Villeneuve.
Villeneuve? Okay.
Tough name to say.
I struggled with that the last time that I did the Greenway Hibbing game, and I think I butchered that all night long, and I'll probably do it here again tonight. So I apologize to Mr. Dean. Let's start calling them by their first names. Shot right on by Matthias Neumeyer. Great chance for the Raiders there. One thing about Thief River, they always have these big numbers on. Seems like they always have these big numbers on their team. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Forest Lake. They've got these like 77, 66.
Even for their youth teams, yeah.
Yeah, they got those big numbers as the puck goes right on net from behind the net. Ooh, we get a little extracurricular greetings being exchanged between the Raiders and the Prowlers here. Welcome to Greenway, or welcome to, not Greenway, welcome to Coleraine. I don't know why I want to call. I don't know. You know what? I forgot something. I was going to bring something to here tonight, but well, I'll bring it up during the varsity game. But I'll still talk about that individual tonight. He's a graduate of Greenway High School. Well, some of you probably know who he is. Carlson taking the draw for the Raiders and dumped behind the net by Burt. Well, it's Burt in the corner, wheeling around, shot on goal. Rebound comes out, but the Prowlers clear it out to center ice. Moved back in by Ethan Newman, but the Prowlers pick it up and move it behind the net with number 33. That is Reese Jancic. Raiders will get it to back into the Raiders' end and sent out by Ethan Newman. Newman now behind the net with 41 seconds to go here in period number one. Raiders with the 1-0 lead. Little backhander shot. Great chance for the Prowlers down low. And in there was Kyler Horverson with a chance for the Thief River Falls Prowlers.
Gotta say, you gotta love Thief River's jerseys. They're pretty cool. You know, they have the jerseys are pretty cool. The breezers are cool. You gotta love them. They always have nice jerseys too, it seems like.
Yeah, and those are like the old style. I think those are the old style Thief River Falls. That's like back in the 60s. I think they had a real similar. Probably 50s even. They had a real similar jersey, I believe.
I think
if I'm
they
not
did.
mistaken.
Yeah, I think they did back when they played at the city rink there, the old rink in downtown Thief River. Of course, now they play at the Ralph Engelstad Arena.
Yeah, and boy, that's a dandy arena.
Yeah, I remember we did a game there last year. It was Rogers at Thief River. Yeah, quite the place. I've played there a few times, and that press box is something else too.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice press box. Plenty of room up there, and I would like to have that place to do games from each game. If I was doing media coverage out of there. Back behind the net with 26 seconds, centering out front. Great chance in front by number 3, Kyle Horverson for the Prowlers. And sent down for an icing with 15.2 seconds left.
Well, referees in this JV game, Troy Scott and Mr. Robert Zulke Jr. I would assume they'd both, one of them will be out here for sure for the varsity game. I know Bobby's been helping out with the radio too. He's been helping out Tom Downing on KOZY, so he might be in the broadcast booth tonight as well.
Sent over across the ice as the Prowlers will tip it back in with Jared Gonzarowski, and that's going to do it for period number 1.
So yeah, we only had one goal in the first period. Came 34 seconds into the game. I did not get the scoring on that goal, but 1-0 Greenway after 1 period of play. Our first period scoring stats are sponsored by Iron Range Goalie Academy, serving the Arrowhead region's goaltenders in camps, association clinics, and one-on-one training at their facility in Coleraine. Find Iron Range Goalie Academy on Facebook and Instagram. Like I said, 1 goal for Greenway there in the first period, scored 34 seconds into the game, and also shots on goal after 1 period of play, 9-6 in favor of Greenway.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we got here before the end of the period. I was thinking the period would be over by the time we got here. But it was good.
Also, just a quick shout out to our sponsors, Rig Sports Grill in Eveleth, Iron Range Apparel in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm, Anthony's Heating, AC and Refrigeration in Grand Rapids, G&B Environmental and Winnie Trading Post. We thank all 7 of our sponsors for this week for their sponsorship of Up North Hockey. And Dalton Phillips said the Greenway goal was scored by number 14, Ty Clancy.
Ty Clancy with the goal. Thanks, Dalton, for sending it in to us. Appreciate that. Where's the... All right. Second period just about ready to go here. All right, so it looks like they called a penalty at the end of the period here. Raiders will be on the power play. Or no, I'm sorry, both. Looks like it's a matching minor penalty. So it'll be 5-on-5 here.
Well, I think that Thief River player forgot he was still in the box. Of course, at the end of the first period, we had coincidental minors on both teams. So
oh, that's what, okay.
Looks like we still have a little ways to go in those penalties.
Must have. Picked up in center on by Isaac Dawkin. Trying to get it out. Has moved ahead. Is now picked up. Janzic sends it back in for the Prowlers and knocked all the way in by Dawkin behind the net. Raiders trying to move it out. Now picked up by Vic. Sends it around behind the net and now picked up by 21 trying to get it out as Villeneuve. Villeneuve? Oh boy.
Villeneuve.
Ooh, I'm going to write that down. All right, behind the net, the Prowlers pick it up and back in there is number 34. Which I don't have on my roster. Who do we say 34 was?
Number 32 is Ethan Lundsetter.
Oh, 32, okay. And brought back in right out front, and good chance for number 37 on that play. And I don't see 37 on this roster either. Oh, you know what? I bet. No. Huh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't see 37 on the roster either. So.
Yeah, Dalton Phillips said number 34 is Jonah Lundsetter.
All right, along the boards, tipped back in by the Prowlers. Trying to get it out is Ethan Newman. And it comes out to center ice, and this is going to go the length of the ice for an icing with 12:53 to go here in our second period. 1-0 the Raiders over the Prowlers in our JV game.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that these rosters don't have all the players on them. And I was actually down in the cities working for MN Hockey TV on Saturday and Tuesday, and one of the games, it was Chaska and New Prague, and the New Prague roster didn't have the majority of the numbers on it either. You know, the higher up numbers like the 30s and 40s and even upper 20s were not on my roster there.
That makes it tough.
Another message here. Sorry about that. Another message here from Dalton Phillips saying number 37 is Alex Lundgren.
Alex Lundgren, okay.
So again, we apologize about that. Nothing more we can do. You know, especially for JV, you can't even find the JV rosters online. You could find the varsity rosters on MN Hockey Hub and the high school league website, but you can't find the JV rosters online.
Yeah, and it's sent through center. Picked up now, moved in by Mason Barra. Playing at it now, picking up is Dawson Vick. Sends it back into the Raiders' net. Ambule is going to leave it behind the net. Picked up by the Raiders, moving out, and the Raiders are going to dump this for an icing as they probably needed the line change. And they're going to change them up, and we'll face off in the Raiders' end.
A lot of icings in this game so far. First period seemed like there's a lot of icings now. There's probably been about at least 6 or 7 so far here in the second period, only 3 minutes into the middle period.
Right. All right, it is out front as chance in front by Horverson. Now it's sent out, and Horverson's going to pick this up, send it across the ice, trying to lead it up for Mason Barra, but in too far for the icing.
So talking about last night's games, what did you think of Duluth East and Virginia after hearing that score?
Yeah, that was that impressive game by the Virginia Blue Devils to make that a tough, to only lose by 1 goal there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. It was 2-1 in favor of Duluth East. The Greyhounds scored with 2 minutes remaining in period number 3. Also, the shots on goal were about 34-21 in favor of Duluth East as well. So it wasn't like Duluth's put up 50 shots. They had,
Right.
34, 35 shots, and Virginia put a good number of shots up as well, 21 shots for them.
Yeah, that was a great game. Very competitive there. Behind the net is Vic. He'll send it, and the Raiders are going to pick it up and move it back in with Newman. Well, back in there is Dockin behind the net. Dockin will leave it all along the half wall as Newman tips it back in for the Raiders. And back to get it is Davidson knocking it forward, and it's going to be a offside on the play. Oh. Okay. All right, behind the net. Sent in, shot and a goal from Dawson Vick. Puts a nice little wrister. And this game is tied up here with 11:05 to go here in the second period.
Yeah, really nice shot there by number 11, Vic, from the point. Puts it right past the goaltender, Ethan Ambule. That makes it 1-1 with 11:05 remaining in period 2. Shots on goal so far, 10-9 in favor of Greenway.
Dump back in by the Raiders. That's Matthew Hanna. Oh, I've been saying, no, I got it. Sent in just off the goaltender, and back behind the net is penalty coming up against the Prowlers as Carlson was taken down on the play. Number 19 for the Raiders is Caden Carpenter. I've been saying I had the wrong number 19 pronounced there.
I know I've done that before doing JV games. I've said
Davidson.
I've said Derek Davidson a couple times, but yeah, it is Carpenter, number 19 here on the JV team. That penalty on Thief River Falls is going to be a 5-minute major. Number 11, Dawson Vick. So a huge opportunity for the Greenway Raiders to get some goals here, retake their lead as we're tied up at 1 apiece. 5-minute major power play starts right now for Greenway.
And now sent the Raiders sending it in right on net was number 15, Ethan Newman. Raiders, Newman back on the point. Newman trying to get it forward as the Prowlers will bring it out. And now it's center ice moved in by Newmeyer. Newmeyer with a shot on. Rebound the other way coming out for the Raiders. Carlson had a chance, just threw it in a corner. Now sent right on net by Austin Burt. So a 5-minute major penalty, 4:16 to go on that major penalty for the Prowlers. 9:56 to go here, period 2, all tied up at 1.
And, of course, that power play for Greenway is an all-you-can-eat power play. They score a goal, they can keep going, and it would stay 5-4 for the rest of the power play.
Yeah, what was it that they had a quarterfinal playoff game about 3-4 years ago? And they had that 5-minute major, and they scored like 5 goals.
Was that
I think it was
Section 7A or
no, it was like it was Crimson. I think the year they had a good team, they scored like 5 goals in the first first period.
And that's Maple Grove, right?
Maple Grove, I believe. I believe it was Maple Grove. Dumped in. Our buddy Carl or Danny could tell us from Youth Hockey Hub. They would know what game that was from.
Actually, I just saw Carl East last night at the Brie Cupoletti Arena in Virginia. Of course, he was there following his beloved Duluth East Greyhounds. He's been going to most of the games. There's been a couple games he didn't go to because they played Minnetonka during the week down at the Pagel Activity Center, and he wasn't able to make that one. But I saw Carl over at Grand Rapids when the Thunderhawks took on the Greyhounds, and then last night in Duluth East, so I was able to talk to Carl for a while. Also did an interview with him in between the second and third periods. So it's always fun to hear what he has to say about high school hockey. Very knowledgeable about it, obviously.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot to say, and it's always fun to interview Carl and see what he's up to these days across high school hockey. Sent in, shot right on net by Isaac Dawkin.
And if you didn't notice, there's a penalty on Greenway now. So we're playing 4-on-4 hockey. Number 14 in the box. That is Ty Clancy. So Greenway will still have a power play after this 4-on-4 hockey for 1:45. But big chunk of their 5-minute power play is now going to be playing 4-on-4 hockey.
Sent back in behind the net by Jancic. Now picked up by must be his brother Reese behind the net. Couple Jancic there, either their cousins or their brothers. Probably twin brothers. That would be my guess.
Well, I guess you never know. Over in Grand Rapids, you have a lot of Bischoffs, and there's 2 family of Bischoffs over there. Actually, like 3 families, I believe, and Lucky Bischoff and Hunter Bischoff are not related to Jonah and Jake Bischoff. You know, Bischoff's not a common name, and it's spelled the same way, too. They are related through a long-distance relationship, about like second or third cousins, but it's not like a first cousin or a brother or a sibling relationship.
Right. Yeah, you get that family that's some are related and some aren't, so. And we're going to get an icing here as it's even strength for the next 44 seconds. Then Greenway will be back on the power play.
And just got another message from Dalton Phillip here saying the last name of number 33 is Janish. That's how you pronounce it.
Oh, Janish. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. It's the way it's written, and I'm saying Jancic. I'm going to blame that on Janicic and Chisholm for that one. Right?
Yeah.
It's probably where I get that picked up from, but not to really blame it on them, but just to jokingly, of course.
Well, they're similar names.
Behind the net, the Prowlers will move it out as Harbot sends it back into the Raiders as it was tipped in center. Now it's picked up by Dawkin, and the Raiders are going to turn it back the other way with number 2. That's Connor Thonis. Right there down low, chance for Dawson Villeneuve. And saved by the goaltender.
Villeneuve just about stuffed it in there. He had the wraparound opportunity there, but the goaltender Jensen was just there to make the save. But yeah, good play there by Dean Villeneuve.
Yep. And another shot back on the point. That's Caden Carpenter. Carpenter's going to get another chance. He'll send it back in the corner. And now sent back in for Ty Clancy. Now behind the net is Clancy sending it out front, and the Raiders knock it home. I didn't catch the number in front, but we'll get it in a minute. Looks like number 14. No, I think it's going to be 21 that's going to get the goal. Dean Villeneuve, looks like.
Yeah, it went right off his skate, it looked like, and straight in the net. You know, the Greenway player that was shooting it towards the net was just kind of trying to put it out front there, passing the puck, and then, yeah, like I said, went off the skate of Villeneuve and straight in.
So Villeneuve puts the Raiders back up 2-1 here, 6:13 to go. And a backhand shot goes into the back of the net. And that is Keller Mitchell with the goal for the Raiders.
And after Greenway scored that goal to make it 2-1, they still had time left on their 5-minute power play. And now they score again to make it 3-1, and they still have 30 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major power play.
Dumped back in by the Prowlers. That's Barra. Standing behind the net, tipped by Janice. You're
not very good with your issues,
I'm
huh?
terrible. Janish. Oh my! Wow, I'm awful. I'm not very good with this tonight. Carpenter sends it out, trying to send it out, but the Prowlers will hold it in. Another chance for Brett Janis in front. Raiders will move it back into the Prowlers' end. Carlson. And we get a whistle stoppage of play. 5:23 to go here in the second period. Greenway 3-1 over Thief River Falls.
Well, just talking about the varsity game coming up here tonight. Greenway comes into the game with a record of 5-3-2. They're coming off a win over North Shore 3-2. That was played on Tuesday night right here at the Berardo Arena in Coleraine. And then Thief River Falls comes into this game with a record of 4-5-1. They're coming off a loss to the Roseau Rams 7-3.
Yeah, Roseau seems like they must be playing better right now because I see they won in overtime last night against Warroad.
Yes, I was going to talk about that too.
So I mean, we can talk about that later too. But
yeah, they got the overtime victory over Warroad. But here's the thing with them: their first and second string goaltenders, Andrew Tuttle and whoever the second string is.
Yeah,
they were both out for a couple weeks against teams such as Grand Rapids and along with East Grand Forks. Tuttle was back last night, so they are starting to play better now with him back.
That would make different. Might make a difference. Having the goalies in there. As
watch out,
Newman sends it up into the stands, and we get a souvenir puck for somebody. And we get a friendly little for future Greenway Raider talking to Blake here. Always nice to see the kids stop up and talk to us. Send behind the net with Ethan Newman. And back to the net. Newman trying to get it out. Picked up now and held in by Vic. His shot just goes wide of the net.
Well, I just had two young, I'm assuming they were Greenway players, probably mites or mini-mites, asking if we were up north hockey. And I said yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that they recognize that. And
yeah.
Future Greenway Raiders coming up. We'll see them in about, whatever it is, 10 years from now. We're playing for their varsity team here. Sent over the top of the net by the Prowlers. That was that was Aiden Kramer. It's a name I can pronounce. I like Anderson, Johnson, Kramer. Make it easy. Okay, sent out by the Raiders. Not all the way out, though, as the Prowlers will hold it in. Shot right on by number 9. That's Wyatt Harbot. And into the corner, Jewel. No, dumped in by Lundsetter, Jonah Lundsetter, and the Raiders knock it out. And no icing as that didn't get through as Connor Thonis down there behind the net. Raiders trying to make a play as Jonah Lundsetter brings it out to center, and we get a whistle stoppage of play. Offside is the call.
Well, around high school hockey here tonight, not many games. Only 13 boys games tonight, including this one coming up at 6 o'clock. Some notable games and some local games. Moorhead takes on Wayzata down at the Plymouth Ice Center. Crookston and Warroad at the Warroad Gardens. Also, Bagley Foston takes on Ely at 6
Game of the night. Bagley Foston, yes. My favorite team. I gotta get their jersey. I have to get their jersey. If anybody could set me up with a Bagley Foston jersey, that would be amazing.
Of course, Lake of the Woods, another favorite of yours.
Oh, my second. Well, could be on my overall favorite. Could be Lake of the Woods. Lake of the Woods, of course, their claim to fame was the 1993 runners-up in the Tier 2 state championship game. Lost a heartbreaker to your alumni, the Evelyn Gilbert Golden Bears, in a game that was played at the Target Center.
Of course, yeah.
Great game.
Of course, it was the Bears versus the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted, I'd like to see Evelyn win because they're our northern team, but I was really cheering for Lake of the Woods in that game, big time. I just wanted to see Lake of the Woods win. Carlson moving it in, and there's a shot. Goal for the Raiders! And that's a nice celly by the Raiders. That's number 8, I believe, Sam Maddie with the goal, if I got the number right. No, I'm sorry. Gave it to the wrong kid. Matthew Hanna getting a goal for the Raiders. Nice little celebration after the goal there.
Yeah, those numbers on the Greenway jerseys can sometimes be hard to read.
Oh, boy.
Especially on the side sleeve there. I thought it was number 8 too, Maddie, but it was number 9, Hannah.
I think I got to get my eyes checked. Pretty sure. As dumped out here at center ice, and Carpenter moves it ahead back into the Prowlers end. We got 1:30 to go in our second period. 4-1. The hometown Greenway Raiders over the Thiefer Prowlers, and shot. And we got a penalty coming up here against the Raiders.
Other games going on tonight around girls hockey. 14 girls games tonight in Minnesota. Moorhead and Thief River Falls at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. Proctor Hermantown takes on Northern Lakes. International Falls and Detroit Lakes at 7 o'clock. Of course, only 14 games around girls high school hockey here tonight.
Moving in behind the net is Lundsetter, and back to the point. Shot in by Harbot, and a save by Ambule.
Well, an update on shots on goal here, 20-12 in favor of Greenway. Like you said, penalty on Greenway right now. 1:36 remaining on the power play for Thief River Falls, and we also have 58 seconds remaining in period 2. 4-1 in favor of the hometown Greenway Coleraine Raiders.
Lundsetter behind the net. He's pressured on the play by Connor Thonis in their defending. And Lundsetter is going to move it out. Tips it into the Raiders' end and dumped out by the Raiders. Matthew Newmeyer. Now skating down is Villeneuve behind the net. Villeneuve moving around. Harbot trying to get it out, and now it's picked up by number 34. all the way out as the Prowlers move it ahead with Kramer and in offside with 7.7 seconds left.
So, of course, in 2019, Greenway made the state tournament. I'm thinking maybe Thief River Falls was down there too. I'm not totally sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it wasn't Warroad. Warroad made it last year for the first time. I don't think it was East Grand Forks. It might have been East Grand Forks, but
yeah, I think 2019 was East Grand Forks, I believe. So, after 2 periods of play, it is 4-1. Greenway over Thief River Falls.
But of course, Thief River Falls has seen the XL a lot over the last 10 years or so. I was in a tough section with East Grand. You know, East Grand made it a lot in the early 2010s. But, you know, Thief River's seen their fair share of state tournaments as well.
Yeah, they have. They've had quite a few trips down there. So that's something. They're familiar with the XL Energy Center. Scoring. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a break and we're going to step away. And we'll have third period of our junior varsity game coming up. Come back and join us for that. 15 minutes to go here. 4-1. Greenway over Thief River Falls. All right. Now we're good shape. JV game, third period just underway here. As the Raider is dumping it back in. That was, had the roster trying to do three things at one time again here. Sent in by the Raiders behind the net. Now it is Vic. He'll move it out to center ice. And Durrode playing that puck. And now it is held in by Clancy. Now comes out to center ice, trying cross ice pass for Villeneuve. And just too far on the icing. 13:32 to go here in the third period. 4-1 Raiders.
I'm taking over the camera for Blake for just a little bit here. But so far, it's Greenway's playing really good hockey, it looks like. They had a big spurt there in the second period.
Yeah, they had a big, the Raiders had a big second period. And now it is shot right on by Villeneuve. Nice opportunity there for Villeneuve, and a save by Josh Brzezinski, the goaltender for the Prowlers.
During that second period, Randy, I had a really nice talk with the head coach of the varsity team, Tim Birkeland. And I got an interview from him. Hopefully we can get it played sometime tonight.
Yeah, if we can get that to work for us, that would be good. Of course, longtime head coach Tim Birkeland of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Always an outstanding individual to talk to. As a little broken stick for the Raiders. That'll be another $250.
Ooh. They told me how much them sticks cost. I had a heart attack.
Yeah, back when we were playing, Eric, it was we used to buy the Coho specials for $14 a piece at the local sporting goods store, and that's. I'll pick this up. I'll finish my thought after the next whistle here, so I don't miss anything, I guess. But Newman sends it back in. Carlson trying to make a play at it, and the Prowlers will get it out to center ice. And dumped back in by Carpenter. And now it's held in. Back in the corner by Matthew Hanna. Carlson out front. And a save by Joshua Brzezinski. What I was going to say is back in the 80s, I'd go down to the local sporting goods store. Of course, owned by the Riley family. A lot of you in high school hockey might remember the name Buck Riley. He was a referee, and he had Riley brothers playing high school hockey all the way through. His son was Tom Riley, and then he had a couple sons, Mike Riley, who was also a referee, and Scott Riley. Both played hockey. Unfortunately, we lost Mike Riley within the last couple of years. So it's a tragic loss for Minnesota hockey with Mike Riley being a referee. Here's it's tipped in front by the Prowlers, and they're going to tie this. Didn't get one goal, so they're down by two. Nice goal by Rhett Janizic. That's not right. Janish. Oh, my gosh. I want to see Janizic again. Janish with the goal. Getting the Prowlers within two here. And now here comes Villeneuve. His shot. This goes over the top of the net. Nice chance for Villeneuve as Thonis trying to throw it back in. And now it is picked up by the Prowlers and bringing back in. Back behind the net and into the goal. Shot, I think that number 34 is going to get that one. Yep, number 34, which is, I think I have 34's number now. No, yep. On this one, it says 34 is Jonah Lundsetter, but you said 32 is Jonah.
34 is Jonah Lundsetter, yep.
Oh, okay.
32 is Ethan Lundsetter.
Oh, okay. I had it wrong. Okay, 34. Jonah Lundsetter has got the Prowlers here, Blake, within 1 goal.
Yeah, I just got back.
Impressive.
Yeah, I ran to the gas station quick in between periods, and I got some food. Right when I walked in, Thief River Falls scores 2 goals. Literally right when I walked in, and they get within 1 goal, 4-3, still in favor of Greenway. Raiders take a timeout now. Good time to take a timeout, kind of calm down the players a little bit. Yeah, it's a good time to take a timeout. Like I said, when you give up 2 goals within 30 seconds, so. Good call by the Greenway JV coach there, taking a timeout. And to settle down the players, we'll see if they can shake off those 2 goals and still have the 1 goal lead. Like I said, 4-3.
Yeah, so competitive turned into a very competitive third period here with those 2 goals by the Prowlers, and move back in. Samuel Durod, and now picked up by the back behind the net by Isaac Dawkin. Well, the Raiders, Villeneuve trying to turn it back into the Raiders' end. Hoverson back behind the net. Hoverson moves it up to number 44, Durod, or Dyrud, I'm sorry, probably. Dyrud behind the net. Backhander out front, picked up by Villeneuve, and trying to get it out to neutral ice. Villeneuve will bring it back in for the Raiders here. Villeneuve in, trying to get some separation, tries to go across the ice. In front of the net was Connor Thonis, and just couldn't complete the pass. Nice chance for the Raiders, but here comes the Prowlers back now. Prowlers shot right on by Hoverson. Got a piece of the goaltender, and the Raiders are going to dump it for the icing. 10:58 to go, 4-3. Raiders over the Prowlers. And just out front, Raiders holding on with Ambule with the save as pressure put on by the Prowlers. Great opportunity for number 28 there, Kason Jewell. Raiders will get out. Carpenter bringing it in. Carpenter trying to get around the D. Carpenter pulls a backhander over the top of the net. And Carlson sends it back in for the Raiders. Berzinski leaves it for his defender. And picked up by Mitchell. Now the Prowlers have it, and they'll come out to center ice and dumped in. And that's too far on the icing.
Just an FYI for you, Randy. The goaltender is actually Wade Jensen in that.
Oh.
It says on the roster it does say Brzezinski, but we got 2 comments in that said it was Jensen in net.
Okay. And sent out by the Prowlers, but moving back in was Jonah Lundsetter. Comes out to center and fired back in by the Prowlers, Dawkin. Back behind the net, moving it ahead was Newman. And now moving in for the Raiders is Gino Trombley. He gets taken out of the play. And we're going to get a penalty against the Prowlers for a hooking.
Well, we have 9:33 remaining in period 3 in this JV game. Greenway heading to the power play now for 2 minutes. They still lead Thief River Falls by a score of 4-3. See if they can get one of those goals back here on the power play.
Moving around to Stonis behind the net. Thronis is going to send it back to Newmeyer. His shot just goes wide of the net. And now the Prowlers bringing him back in is Janice. I give up. I can't say that name. Janish. With the
just think of Danish.
yeah, like Danish, Janish. Sent in behind the net by the Raiders. Newman. Suppose I can't change his name to Anderson, right? Or Johnson. Thona sends it behind the net as the Raiders will keep it in with Newmeyer. That's Matthias Newmeyer. And now down low, trying to get to Carlson. Good defense behind the net by the Prowlers. With 8:14 to go, Raiders holding a 4-3 lead over the Prowlers. Prowlers putting two goals in this third period to make it a very competitive game. And this is Newman gets it up and tipped back into the Prowlers end back there to get his Vic. And held in by the Raiders, Carlson.
And actually, the goaltender, Jensen, actually isn't in net right now. It's a different goalie. It is Austin Tabbitt.
Oh, boy. More. What?
Once again, we apologize. We've been all over here tonight. The rosters don't help us, obviously, but there's been goaltender changes. There's been wrong numbers for the goaltender in net, so we apologize about that.
And I'm sorry, who? Austin Tabbitt?
Austin Tabbitt.
Tabbitt. Okay, that's the third name I've written down. Well, hey, we got him, though. Thanks for the people sending those messages in. We appreciate that. Because otherwise, we'd have them wrong all night, so. We got some very knowledgeable people watching the game. We appreciate that. Sent in on Abule and into the corner. Picked up now as Newmeyer moves it around the boards. Thiefer trying to keep it in down low. And now this Trombley. He'll send it across ice to Carpenter. Now picked up as Carpenter's going to grab this. Carpenter moving in. Shot right on. And a good save by goaltender Austin Tabbitt.
Yeah, very nice save there by Tabbitt. It was about a 3-on-1 odd-man rush for the Raiders there. Put a shot on, but Tabbitt was able to control the rebound there. He did not give up a rebound. It looked like it was maybe going to squirt out of his glove or pad or wherever the puck was, and he was able to control the rebound, and there was no rebound. I mean, if he let up the rebound there, Greenway probably would have knocked it in, but, yeah, good job by the goaltender Tabbitt there.
And moving around the net was Carpenter, but now picked up by the Prowlers. Shot right on by Jonah Lundsetter. And a big save by Ethan Amuel.
And in between periods, I did confirm that Mr. Bobby Zulke will be doing the broadcast with KOZY's Tom Downing.
Oh, good. Tommy and Robert Zelke Jr. tonight on KMFY. Of course, we'd like to have you stay with our broadcast here on YouTube. Well, most people are not. Well, they have streaming too, but we have the video. So.
Well, I guess if you want to enjoy Tom and Bob, you could tune in to them too.
Yeah, you could get both at the same time. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Tune in to Tom and Bob on the internet stream, and then watch our video. Have both of them playing. You get all kinds of very exciting play-by-play and color commentary from the four of us. We have some. I think we might be a little funnier than they are, though. Not to say anything negative, but we might be a little. I don't know. Maybe not. Tom and Bobby are great to listen to. They do a great job. And set wide of the net by Ty Clancy for the Raiders. We've got 6 minutes to go here. Second period. And shot placed on by Thonis. Another save by Tabbitt. People are at home watching the game are thinking, what did I step into here? Watching JV hockey, and these guys are crazy. But dump back in. Well, hey, you got to realize that Blake and I this is only our second game of this year doing it together. So, you know what? We're going to have fun tonight. Doesn't matter.
Of course, last year we did all the games together for the most part. Randy did a couple games by himself here and there, and I did a couple as well. But, yeah, last year was just me and Randy. We added Eric Johns to the team this year, so we've been doing a lot of double headers this season on Up North Hockey. But, yeah, it's good to be back together tonight doing these 2 games, Thief River Falls and Greenway.
There's a shot down low, chance for the Prowlers right in front of the net, and shot just over the top of the net by that is number 3, Hoverson. 4:59 to go.
Well, just under 5 minutes remaining in period 3. Still a 1-goal lead for Greenway as they lead 4-3. Should be a pretty exciting finish here from the Snake Pit and Coleraine. Next goal is huge. If Thief River Falls scores, obviously they'll tie it up. And if Greenway scores, they will take their 2-goal lead back.
Chances. Hannah just went back behind the net, and it is Hannah behind the net trying to knock that in. And we get a whistle stoppage of play here. I got to talk to that Greenway AD, Bob Mel, or no, Mel. What's his first name?
Dan Mel.
Dan, I'm sorry. Bob, calling him Bob Mel. Dan Mel, tell him we need a little darker green for the numbers here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Tough to pick those up as Carlson with a chance out front. I do like the Greenway jerseys, though. They're pretty special. And it is Jewel trying to keep it in for the Prowlers and fired back in. And it is coming out to sent by the Prowlers, number 28, Jewel. Held in by the Prowlers along the boards, and taken down on the play was Tristan Fitzgerald. No call on the play. As coming out for the Raiders and moving it in is sent out front. That was Carpenter, and now backhanded in, but the Prowlers get it out and fired back in by the Raiders. Thonis, and now it's picked up by number 11, Vic. And backhanded in by Newman. 3:11 to go here, third period, regulation time. 4-3, Greenway over Thief River Falls. Villeneuve, and now trying to Thonis. Trying to Villeneuve in the corner. And now Trombley. And we get a whistle stoppage of play as a penalty is coming up against the Prowlers.
So as we're doing games here in these historic rinks on Up North Hockey, all over the Iron Range, of course, over in Virginia, this is the last season of games being played at the Miners Memorial Building. Of course, we did the game there last night, but I just want to ask you, Randy, what was your favorite memory from that rink in Virginia there?
Steve Crosby coming back to the locker room 1989. I believe it was 1989. Coming back and said his skate went through the ice. I think that was my favorite memory.
Of course, a couple of years ago, we saw a quarterfinal game there in Section 7A. It was a triple overtime game between Evelyn Gilbert and Virginia. Blue Devils got the victory there. That was a thrilling game. I was there. Randy was trying to get to the rink there from Cloquet.
Yeah, I was minutes away. I was turning off the Highway 53. I was going to go to the rink, and Virginia scored to win that game. And in the end, I was hoping I would be able to be there for the ending of that one, but I didn't make it. I was close. I would have made it if I had not lollygagged around the Cloquet Arena after the game.
Well, that would have been something, though, if you made it. You know, I'm assuming both of those games started at the same time.
Oh, shot and a goal by the Raiders down low by Connor Thonis, and puts the Raiders up by 2 here.
Well, the Raiders get that goal on the power play to make it 5-3. They get their 2-goal lead back.
Yeah, I think they both started at the same time. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm trying to think one of my favorite memories from the Miners Memorial Arena. There's been a lot of good games there.
Of course, last night, Duluth East and Virginia played. That was the first time they played each other since 1994.
That's a
little
a stretch.
And then last year, it was a historic game when Duluth East lost to Forest Lake in the quarterfinals. The last time they lost to the quarterfinals and didn't make it to the semifinals was 1993, and they lost that game against the Virginia Blue Devils.
Back behind the net, Prowlers 33 in there. That's Janish. Only took me the whole game to get it right. And now one setter trying to keep it in for the Prowlers. We get a penalty coming up against the Raiders with 1:25 to go.
Boy, there's been a lot of penalties in this game, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of penalties. Lots of penalties.
Well, make sure to tune into our varsity game later tonight. We'll start a new stream for that. Probably about 15 minutes after this JV game, and we'll have that one on. Could be a good one here from Coleraine coming up here tonight. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, there should be. I think it should be a good game here tonight between the Raiders and the Prowlers. So definitely join in for our live stream. Game time tonight. Of course, is a earlier start tonight normally for us, but tonight 6 o'clock start here on our YouTube channel Up North Hockey.
And for Greenway, I feel like they're playing a little better. I feel like they started off the season kind of slow, but they got the victory over Hibbing Chisholm last week. So that was a big victory for them. They got outshot by quite a bit, I feel like, but they were kind of the underdogs in that game, and they got a huge victory there. So I feel like they're playing better hockey now. They did have a close game against North Shore on Tuesday night, 3-2, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. If they could very easily play with Thief River Falls, though. They just got to play their game.
Yeah, of course, that game in Hibbing, Ezra Carlson getting the game winner just 8 seconds into the overtime for the Raiders. That was a great game.
Yeah, I was watching that game on TV. Of course, you and Eric were doing the broadcast over there in Hibbing, but that was quite the shot by Carlson. Really nice, beautiful shot. Beat the goaltender. He literally beat the goaltender. So that was a really nice overtime goal by Carlson.
Sent back in Dawkin. His shot gets blocked down with 1:15 to go here in our third period regulation. Held in by the Prowlers, but Villeneuve is going to get it out as back behind the net as Ambule. And we get a whistle stoppage play on the offside.
I believe these two teams played each other last year as well. I'm not totally sure, but I think they might have played each other over at the Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River. But, yeah, like I said, I'm not totally sure about that.
Sent back in by number 4. Nice chance for Isaac Dock in there. And the save for Ambuel.
Of course, Greenway had a very good schedule last season. They played a lot of good teams. Like we mentioned before, they played Ordo. They played them really tough. And they played a lot of good top 10 single A teams, including Hermantown. That was the rematch of the 2019 Section 7A championship, yeah. And then they played Minnetonka even right here at the Snake Pit as well. So they had a very good schedule last year. Of course, COVID kind of messed things up for this year. They had to, reschedule their schedule. But, yeah, like I said, very good schedule for the Raiders last season.
Yeah, they had some great teams on their schedule. Moorhead as well. Moorhead St. Cloud Cathedral, and just behind the net was number 34, Lundsetter. And just on a shot by Janish. A nice opportunity there with 9.1 seconds left. Shot on. Ambuel steers it in the corner. Another opportunity is sent in by Lundsetter. From the corner, 0.9 seconds left. Now, if we had 0.5 seconds left, we could, and it was, we could have, it was only one goal, right? Just like that Orono Greenway game last year, 0.5 seconds left.
That was really crazy. We've talked about that a couple times now.
About 100 probably.
Yeah, I remember. It was there's a face-off in the Greenway zone there, and there's probably 3 or 4 seconds remaining. The puck went back behind the net. But like I said, we were getting ready for overtime there. Like I was kind of looking at my notes and stuff, preparing for the overtime period, and wow, I was just about ready to say we are heading to overtime, and then you were like, "Oh, and they score!" I was like, "What?" Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That was crazy, shocking.
All right, so 4-3 the final. Greenway Raiders get the JV win over the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Don't forget, we'll have the varsity game coming up here at 6 o'clock. We'll be online for our new stream just a few minutes before 6. And we got probably going to have a little late start here tonight for the varsity game, as it's 5:40 right now, it looks like. So, but stay tuned for that. We would love to have you come back and join our broadcast for that one.
Yeah, pretty good JV game here. We had pretty physical game. Both teams worked hard, and they fought to the finish. So 5-3 victory for Greenway over Thief River Falls. They played a very good game here this afternoon. They got off to a really quick start. That really helped them. They scored the goal with 24 seconds or 34 seconds into the game, and then they didn't look back. They scored 3 more goals. They were leading 4-1 there, and then Thief River Falls stormed back and got within 1 goal. And yeah, good hockey game. So we'll see how the next one goes. Expecting possibly a good hockey game as well here for the varsity game.
All right, so that's going to do it for us. We'll be back with our varsity game coming up between the Greenway Raiders hosting Thief River Falls Prowlers.